Going live in 3, 2, 1, and I am live. Hello and welcome to Nation Fan TV. If we're being honest, I have no business being live because my voice is not there, right? It's not there. It disappeared while I was teaching at work, and I have to keep my promise. If I say I go live every weekday at 7:30, I go live every weekday at 7:30. So here I am. Welcome everyone who has joined. Welcome to everyone who will watch after this video is published. As you can hear, my voice is not the greatest, so that means I'll have to make this quick, nice, short and sweet. Don't know why people associate shortness with sweetness, because those two things are not really usually aligned. Okay, so today we're talking about why Christian Saile Basomboli will not be benching Caleb. And it starts with a simple thing, is the fact that Nkosingphile Ngcobo is not performing well as a number 10. Utoli is not performing well as a winger. And where we've seen Utoli perform well, it's when he has played as a number 10. And Utumshini not performing with any being slowly transitioned into the team. You then have a situation where you're saying Toli is underperforming as a winger, Mshini is underperforming as a 10, Mtu is being transitioned in as a 10 as well. So you might as well take Utoli, put him in a position where he functions best, which is number 10. Forgive me for my voice. So that's what's going to happen. I see Utoli being pushed into number 10, and then White Ubasomboli can then play in that position, because he's not just a direct competition to Caleb. He's also a very pacey player who can take on players, and because he can do that, it then means the people that he's competing with are the people who are actually playing white. And by those people, I mean Utoli, no Sekgotha. But as we've seen in recent games, Vele, Sekgotha is playing more as a left wing, not a right winger. My voice is disappointing me. It's going away. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm really trying, but the voice is not there. Anyways, another thing is that Utuba is the fact that number 9 we have Caleb that Uzwane prefers, and Istala Ska Caleb Sokdlala is to hold up the ball and let the people who are coming from midfielder, and then he passes the ball to the people who are coming to him. He has not done that really well, but that's how he's supposed to be playing. If you look at a player like Ubasomboli or Saile, he doesn't play that kind of football. He's the kind of a striker who gets the ball and then has to run at a defender. And because of that, it means he needs more space out wide to play, as compared to Caleb, who plays with his back to the goal. Basomboli seems like the guy who wants to dribble defenders, and because of that, it means Uzwane might just see him being suited as a winger. Because my voice is failing me. It's failing me so much, but I will try. So if Caleb remains as our main number 9, then the person who's going to be his sub remains Utuba. Because if Guguti, Ubasomboli, no Caleb, a direct competition, then it leaves Utuba with no place to play, really, because that means Makalu Caleb second half is Ubasomboli. If Ubasomboli oqalile second half izodlalwa uCaleb. And also that's not to say it can happen with babadlali boba two, but as I see it, and from the weekend maybe we're jumping to conclusions way too early, but I see it happening that way. Outing ngifunda ama comments athi Apio says first time here on time, Wola Kosi Wola. Unati says hola lapho mpilo and the whole Kosi Nation. Sora says yeah, he says, oh, what's up with that Rulani voice? I took the flu, but the flu. Udathi uyangihleka umzihanda nayo uyangihleka. And then my first day on the live, Rulani's voice is introduced. Umvuyi Piti says Olampilo and the rest of the Kosi Nation. Sorry, is it me or the voice is going deeper? Oh, Sora is obsessed with my voice. I'm trying to make it deeper because if I make it deeper, in a way, I can't speak like this. Because if I speak like this, you won't hear what I'm saying, right? Can you hear what I'm saying when I speak like that? It's weird. So guys, please do make sure smash the like button. Now umvuyi eti, sorry to be off topic. I believe finally we're signing Mdantsane from Cape Town City. Jesus, Pella, it's transfer deadline today. We are signing Mdantsane. Why are you using this? Cause now I'm going to Twitter to see if Chiefs has announced such. Let's see. Ukuthi uthini uTwitter. Ngizobona ngokuthi kube nomuntu otrendayo. Angiboni lutho guys. Angiboni lutho. But omunye kumuntu uthi he will play him as a winger on the right so he can put Utoli on the left winger. Yeah, that's what I think vele ukuthi it's headed in a direction where Caleb plays through the middle and on the left bese kuba uLokunja. So Mvuyi continues with the story ukuthi we might be signing Mdantsane. Says I'm listening to Victor Mlefe. He was interviewing one of the journalists. Ukuthi angwazi ama journalists as South Africa ukuthi are reliable kangakanani. How I wish we had our own Fabrizio Romano. But I don't see anything ukuthi Chiefs who are they actually trying to sign. Ngibono Stellenbosch signing abanye abadlali, but I don't see anything that's regarding the Chiefs. But it's still what? It's still a first 7 in South Africa. So let's hope by the time the window closes, Chiefs could do something. I'm not expecting anything to happen, but yeah. And then Unatuta, I see there's no improvement in your voice, Kosi, but don't worry, we praying for your speedy recovery. And I see Uguti Nginenkinga Vele right now with my voice. I'm trying to be live every day or every weekday. For those of you who are just joining us, I was talking about our new striker, Christian Saile Uguti. He won't play as a striker because he plays more like a winger. So I see him playing like that. If not, he's going to attack as a second striker. I don't know how flexible he is with changing his system, because I really think I said this after the game. Ugutubasomboli or Saile seems to be more of an improved version, not of Caleb, but of Sekgotha. And that just makes him a winger. And we know Uguti Chiefs, we said here saying Chiefs are not prioritizing a striker because they wanted a winger. And we didn't get a winger. And we got Basomboli. And Basomboli comes in, he plays as a winger. And if you notice something, when he came in and played at the weekend, Utoli became our number 9 and Saile played as a winger. So Userota was playing on the other wing. So that basically means from the get-go, uzwane. So Guti, what fits the player best is to play him out wide rather than down the middle. So yeah, abantu they are saying Victor Uvelile Mnyandu is our Fabrizio Benora Lorenzo Holner. I know that guy on YouTube. And then Umvuyi uthi Uvelile Mnyandu is a reliable journalist. Yeah, the stories kaBasombuli ngasibona kuye. So yeah, we can only hope. We do need depth, guys. Please do like the video. I would really like to continue and talk more and more about Basomboli and everything that's going on at Chiefs, but I feel like my voice will just disappear more and more, and I won't be able to talk any further, and I don't think this is really convenient for you. But what you can do is, even after I go offline from this, you can just continue leaving the comments on the comment section, and I will engage with you there, because yeah, my voice is really jumped and I can't talk. Let me just read this last comment that says Caleb is a scam. Let's use one deal as number 9. Saile on the left, Dupriska right. Please management find a defensive midfielder. Kapinga is available. We don't know how much he will cost. Sundowns are waiting for offers, but we don't know how much he will cost. And yeah, I think Vel Sundowns, they can sell us Kapinga because we are not competing with them, so they are not threatened by us. So they can just sell us the player. So they can help us a lot. Uskum Kiza says, I come back home. Say, I can't come back home. I was actually talking to Kosi Mandla about Uguti. When come the end of this month, I will start something. There is memberships where people can actually pay some money to help sponsor the channel in terms of financially, because ngifuna ukuthenga izinto that are more powerful, like a computer that is powerful enough for me to allow fans to come onto the show and engage with me while we are live. More like a radio station, you know. Uguti, you call and then you come in live, and then everyone who's watching live can listen to you as well. But for me to get there, I'll need to start investing in more equipment. So by the end of the month, February, that is, I'll let you know, Uguti, what are the actual plans and how much each person will be required to pay. But for now, we are just trying to be as consistent as we can be. Utio says, Ola mpilo fetu. Guys, please, your likes are very important in this channel. Let's like and subscribe. You're a day one when Theo. Yeah, guys, impela. If you like the videos, it helps me go to reach more people like you. So please do make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Pete says, Caleb lacks support. Utoli is a scam and billiards. When I came. Uti Omunyuti Utoli scam. I think Bafetu Caleb has missed enough chances for us to see Uti cha akaileki supply. We are catch nje Bafetu Caleb. If we're being honest, we are catch Caleb. It's not if all to bam supply. We are catch strong foot. So I get we are catch nabo tolbas list, but no Caleb we are catch. That's just the fact of life that we need to accept. And Utupri Guzo Shinch. It's one of the reasons, by the way, that I thought Caleb might end up being played through the mid. Uguti Saile might not bench Bimenyima, because into engagcina yenzeka is use the system yokuthi kudlaliswe uDupree through the middle, and then lo mchita waka Basombula adlale kwa right, and then kwa left they can still play Umdu akhathe in. So there are variations. I honestly believe ukuthi that won't happen. I honestly believe ukuthi Chiefs will just keep Ubasomboli as a winger, and a lot of people will be mad. A lot of people will be angry because they are seeing a striker, they are seeing someone who is a finisher, but we haven't seen the finishing part. We have seen the ability to trouble defenders, but we have not seen the ability of Kora. Obviously, he's only played one game. So I either way, I think Mina will be fine because we have wingers who score from the side. Abo Salah, Abo Mahrez, Abo Sterling. I'm realizing what I'm just mentioning City and Liverpool players, but a lot of players who are wingers who score more than, in fact, even Ronaldo and Messi, both of them were wingers, but they were outscoring strikers. So it can still happen. He can be just as effective with scoring goals coming from wide. Anisha is asking, Mpilo, are you sick? I am sick. In fact, I realized yesterday, I started losing my voice on a live stream. You can go check it, and then today and in Fundisa as well. Laqhubeka voice lam lahamba. But this is what it is. We need an experienced CDM, says Lusanda. We'll see. Angazi noma referra kuJalini. I just saw ukuthi uJali is being AmaZulu want uJali, and I can see that happening because they just let uMakaula go to Pirates. So AmaZulu will probably go for uJali because the Sundowns hasn't renewed his contract yet. Kuthi Pirates imsapho omunye i-defensive midfield angazi nami. And by the way, must address nje nale ndaba yokuthi why is AmaZulu they froze out uSebe when he signed the pre-contract with the Chiefs. Now they just let uMakaula, I don't know for how much. It's possible good for free because he had signed a pre-contract with the Pirates. So now that basically means if I want to poach a player from AmaZulu, I can just look at a player who's on his final 6 months and sign him on a pre-contract, because I know Guti, they're either going to just let him go in January or they're going to freeze him out. They've done it in 2 consecutive seasons. It's weird. Sibongobuko is asking, what do you think about the signing of Lesedi Kapinga? I'll be honest with you, I've never watched Kapinga play, so he's good. I've never seen him play. Theo says, send ifuna nje Dupree and Duba and Basomboli, not Caleb, Hlante and Frosler. Kuni guys also suspect some players like these ones are prepping Zwana Haugahlidbo. Those are serious allegations, Aibo. Ongithekisa-ke le ndaba yakho yokuthi uthi ba-prep uZwane. Hayi Theo. Umvuyi says Makab would push Charlie to move to AmaZulu because he hate us. Njani sign abadlali abangaka from uMakab. Like uMakab angithi all these players from Swallows, he was their agents. I think Solomonzi, I don't know, 3 or 4 players that we've signed were under him, and he was also trying to get us Mukoch. No, not Mukoch. There's this other guy, I forget, Odlaleli Brak, sengilkhohliwe igama lakhe, because he's represented by uMakab as well, and uMakab was trying to get that player to come and play for the Chiefs, but they couldn't find a solution, so uMakab ended up just letting the situation go. So I think that is not. I think it's unfair to Macap to say that Chiefs don't want Utoli. They don't, right? They don't, and Utoli doesn't want the Chiefs. He doesn't. He went to Pirate, then he went overseas, then came back. So no Mvui. Parker was not the last player we signed from Macap. Check. I think either Dupree, Solomons, or the recent signings. Yeah, Solomons might be a different agent, but these other guys that we signed recently, one of them is from Macap. You can check that. I remember reading a story about one of them, and they are under Macap. Who says Seba's agent went behind their back, and his pre-contract was signed in December. We should actually thank Zungu for not taking us to FIFA. I think if Zungu had the chance to take Chiefs to FIFA, he would have. Because I think Uzungu is on a position where he sees Amazulu being as big as the Chiefs. Because in his head, he has this thing, Yoguti, Amazulu are the biggest team in KZN, and times have changed. Well, Amazulu were a big team since the olden days, but the Chiefs has always been bigger. But they've been like 10 of events, and they now are able to compete against the Chiefs. As such, he's now seeing himself as one who can compete with the Chiefs. That's what I just see. Usbongo Boko says the only CDM we should sign is Mteto because he's very good. I saw him against Cape Town City. Mteto is a 6, Itebe 8, Mart 10. Imali. Umteto, if we do sign him, we can only sign him end of the season, not now. Unati says, I'm not expecting Chiefs to sign anyone tonight. If they do, it will be a surprise. Yeah, you saw the way they did those last announcements of the other players that we signed, that Itlokwe and Basomboli one. They just made it a big deal because they were like, celebrating. This is the only thing that you are getting this season. So yeah, guys, please do let me know what you think about Christian Saile. Do you think Uzwane will play him through the middle? If not, where do you think he best fits with Chiefs? I'm going to end the live stream here because my voice is disappearing right now. Now Ngomuya is watching a Rhythm City as we are speaking. Once again, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Holampilo and then your voice. No mpoyi voice yami hayazi nzakalani, but ke ngizovala la bengisathanda ukuqhubeka ngikhulume, but this thing. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, equals normal shelo voice alphela umoya. Awulaze la ngibetray nante voice. They said they are not done signing, but I'm telling you, these ones are done signing. Papa in.